the woman that you see today is not the same woman you would see 2 years ago. My name is Avorina Hall, and I am a 33-year-old young woman, mother of 3 boys. My journey from birth until now started when I was 2 years old. My mother gave me away to my godmother, which it was very rough because I lived with my godmother up until from age 2 to age 9, where I've been molested from, I could remember, from age 4 up until age 9. My godmother husband, which she didn't knew he was a monster because one of his foot cut off, so she kind of abandoned him in our way, so she allowed me to sleep with him. Every night, I used to have a skirt, which is skirt and shorts, and it was very tight. I have to make sure that every night I sleep in that same shorts, because if I make the mistake and don't sleep in it, he would have molested me the whole night. I get so frustrated in a way that I start to act out by not wanting to stay in home. So when my godmother leave the house in the day, I left also, and I don't come in back until night when I know she come in. And every night she come in, she would beat me, say me bad. I listen to her when she talk, but she couldn't know. And she was a person who I could talk to because she was very rough. So she decided to send me back home to my mother because I was a bad child, which I thought, because sometimes I feel guilty and wonder what is it that is wrong with me. At age 11, she gave me away. My mother gave me away again to my to my grand aunt. Same procedure again with my grand aunt husband. I remember one day I was in the coop feeding the chicken, and he came in the coop, take out his penis, asked me to have sex with him at age 12. I ran out of the coop. Still didn't share my story with anyone because I was thinking that nobody loves me, and I was ugly, I was black, my hair was short and picky, so I feel like nobody loves me, so I just keep all that to myself. I left there when I was 12. Age 13, she gave me away again. And what affected me most of all is that out of all of us as brothers and sisters, I was the only person she gave away so many times. So I was wondering if that she didn't love me. So I never feel nothing they call him love. Was like a child all by herself against the whole world. At age 13, she gave me away again. It was the same procedure. The lady he gave me away to, her brother, was the one who molested me also. Didn't know how to say no, didn't know how to stop because I feel like I was helpless and all of that. At age 14, she gave me away again. Same procedure again. It's like a cycle. And at 15, she eventually sent me back to where she was living in, where I didn't have nobody there to guide me. Nobody there to send me to school, nothing at all. Nothing, simple thing like deodorant I could not afford. So I dropped out of school at grade 9. Until I remember the first time hearing the word "you are beautiful" was at age 14. I was playing a volleyball game, girl against boy. And when I hold up the ball in the air, the young man said to me that, see, you're cute though. I did not believe him because it was so weird. And then when I went home, I go in the mirror and I hold my hands in the same direction like how I sit. And I look at myself really deep. That's where I realized that I was beautiful, and that's where I gather a little bit of self-esteem. I tried suicide 2 times. It never worked out, but I tried it twice. It never worked out. I met my son's father at age 16. I didn't want a relationship, but because of wants and I want to go back to school, I did it. He was the one who also took my virgin at age 16, which I didn't want it, but as I said, because I wanted to go back to school, I did it. Because all I was searching for was love. And I thought he loved me. So he started sending me back to school, and I did my CXC at grade 11, because I went to school back late grade 11, and I did clothing and textile. I got a grade 2. That's the only subject I got, and I ran with it. Leaving high school, I started doing little uniforms, you know, pulling up things and fix it back and so forth. And then that man was okay. We never have any problem until I decided to help my other 2 sisters, because they were also in almost the same position as I was. So I decided to help them, and I found out that he was in a relationship with one of my sisters. So that's where our relationship ended, which I met my last son's father. But because of wanting a relationship so badly, you want to feel love. You want to feel like somebody need you. So even though he was abusing me and all of that, I still stood out and hoped that one day things would change. He cheated on me, he disrespected me, he abused me, he called me names, and yet still I stuck there because I want a relationship. I want to feel love and all of that. Until the last 3 years ago, we have a fight. And that night my finger got broken. And I remember that night he had my head on the ground with his knee in my head, and I called my son, which he was 10 at that time, I think. And I called him saying that maybe if him see my son, he would have stopped. And then when my son come, it's like him said to my son, say, where you calling for? Him can't help you. Right? And he did not stop. He continued beating me. And after my finger broke and all that, he still wanted to put me out. But when I remember, my 6-year-old son told me that he loved gun, but he wanted to do it the right way, so I'm going to turn a soldier. And I see that I was living in a very violent community. So I said, I can't stay in this community with this boy, because him now going to grow up to become a soldier, become a bad man. So me never want to go back where I was living with them. So I decided to stay in that relationship just for my kids. You understand? But never know I was also hurting them. After my finger got broken, and he traveled. After he traveled, he realized I met the Spotlight Initiative. And he realized that things was turning in a different direction, because I have a little eye opening, right? So he came from overseas and come down and see my progress, and decided to stop everything that he was doing. Until the last time we fought was he started to sleep out and all that, and coming back and disrespect me, all of that, and then we have a fight the last time where he came in the house with Icky on his neck and all of that, and then we were having a quarrel, and he came in the bathroom and I provoked me and I pushed him out, and he gave me like 5 rapid thumb faces, like the place blank out. Me zone out completely, and my boys them was right there. And then I ran in the kitchen and I saw a knife and I took it up. And I went after his chest with the knife, and he put the jug in the way, and the knife ran through the jug instead of his chest, and he ran off. I reported at the police station, where they did not really do anything about it. I don't see what they did about it. 3 days after, he come say he want me to sleep with him, and I was like, "You're serious? Because you sleep out so much time. Come equip on your neck, beat me up. Want me to come sleep with them? Nope. And now I'm a dead body." It's like my son. That was the first time my big son ever stood up to him and tell him, say, "Hey, leave mommy alone. Leave mommy alone." And he ran in the room, fling the TV off of the wall and mash it up. My machine, my industrial 6-threader machine, he took the hammer and started to beat the machine. And then he bought me a phone. He took the phone from me and he left the night. When he left the night, something told me he's coming back to kill us all. So I went in the front room, because the back door wasn't so 100, so he could come in the house. I went in the front room with my boys them, and I took knife inside to defend myself, because I said, "Nah, make him come kill me in the house." And he came back the night for true, and him start kick the door down. The door even burst, because it's a soft door, it's door burst, but it never burst open because you have a latch inside. And I was like, "God, just talk to this man and make this man know what happened, why me have inside waiting on him, because if he come inside, nah, make him kill me." And somehow he stopped and he left. Whatsoever I've been through since my childhood, it still affected me in some way, especially in my relationship. For instance, in my relationship, I have a lot of flashbacks. Like the time when I was a 9-year-old and the man used to molest me. Whenever I am sleeping, I still feel scared. My partner cannot touch me if I'm sleeping. I would fight back, not knowing I'm doing it. Whenever I said I don't want to have sex, he cannot force me, as I would have flashbacks. What I realized, that he found out that I have an eye opener with the Spotlight initiative, because they teach us about the different type of abuse, how to identify them, and how to get out of them. And the greatest thing of all, they didn't just come and say, "Oh, these are the 5, abuse them. So here what? When you see them, just left." No, they also prepare us, so that we can have something to lean on, something that we can use as a business. So they gave us a loan to start a business or continue whatever we are doing. And that's exactly what I did. They teach us some points, what to do, what not to do, how to dress to impress our customers, and all of that. The woman that you see today is not the same woman you would see 2 years ago. What I am asking of is for parents to give a more eye opener, especially on their girls, because sometimes we are going through a lot and we are afraid to speak up. We are afraid to speak up, identify the things that we are doing, because if my godparent identified that I am leaving the house, she would have wanted to find out why am I leaving the house every day for no reason at all. If she had stood me down and talked with me and let me feel that love and comfort, I would have maybe tell her what is going on. But because she was always harsh on me, I feel afraid. So what I'm asking for parents and also guardians, you don't have to be parents only, because you can look out for a next person child, as how you don't want someone to do it for your child. That is the reason why when it come on to girl picnic, I always try to give them the love that I did not get. It's like I have a soft spot within me when it come on to girl. I try to do my endeavor best to love them and comfort them in the way I can, because I know how important love is. And love can also cause us to do, love can also cause us to lean on the wrong side. For instance, me and my first baby father, if I was getting love from my family, I would not lean to him for love. You understand? I would not lean to him for love. So what I am asking of parents, love your children. Don't love one and don't love the other, because it can deeply affect them as how it affected me. Because growing up, I feel like nobody loves me. I feel like I was a jacket and mommy not tell me because she treat me different from everybody else. Oh God. Can I stop now?